Hello, Iris J here from Madrona's Pulse Teachings, and this is a short video just to talk to you a little bit about the energies of this new moon. It is a potent new moon. It's happening very early for me in North America on the Pacific, in Pacific Standard Time on the morning of the 27th. And it's in Virgo new moon, and that's part of why I wanted to be outside in the earth, close to the earth. This is a new moon that is very much asking us to ground ourselves collectively and individually. We have been through a lot of changes in the past month, the past 6 weeks. It's been internal, it's been external. The North Node with Uranus has shocked some of us into completely new timelines. I know it has for myself and my loved ones, and we're working with it. And this is the month that we're entering of working with it in terms of integrating and bringing into our daily practices, Virgo, attention to what needs to be integrated. What do we need to let go of, and what do we need to shift in order to work with this energy that has unfolded? And whether that's happened in something externally impacting us, or we've just had the insights of this is really important to me, or this is a direction I want to take, or this is something I no longer want in my life, whatever that is, however it's manifesting. This season that we're entering is the time of really integrating the types of practices, the types of mindsets, the types of embodied mindsets. Virgo is always mind and body together, integrated in this beautiful way that contemporary Western society, rooted in patriarchy and colonialism, has detached the mind from the body. Virgo understands that they need and are always together. And so this is the season in which we can really begin grounding ourselves in this material plane, in this earth plane of working with the energies that have been stirred up, of bringing form to energy that may have felt a bit chaotic. Uranus is in the mix, still in the mix. Chaos and sudden changes are certainly present and still coming, but there is energy supporting us to find form in new ways that we need it. Welcome to the new moon. Now, on the one hand, we talk about the new moon. The new moon is when the moon is very close to the sun, and actually on the new moon we can't see it, and it's also the dark moon. And we talk about this as a time for setting intentions, and it absolutely is that time for setting intentions. However, even saying something like setting intentions implies work. Our society teaches us that we always need to work. And what the new moon every month is asking us is actually to bring it down a notch in terms of work, in terms of productivity, in terms of accomplishing and checking those boxes. And there is Gus saying hello to you. The new moon is a time to go within. It is a time to nurture ourselves, to be close to earth. Maybe it's for some of us, especially depending upon where we have Virgo in our chart, it might be a time to be alone. It might be a time to be with a loved one. It's all of us. This is the thing about astrology. It is not a one size fits all. All of us have different psyche embodied needs. That's what our chart is helping us to get an insight into and to work with as we mature. So we take some principles of this Virgo new moon, like the fact that it is an earth sign, the fact that it is helping us to distill the essence of all of this change that we might have been going through. This is a season of change, whether we're in the northern or southern hemisphere. Virgo represents this season before we kind of fully enter into fall. It's a transitional, mutable sign. And so we all have different needs. And the new moon is helping us to come in and be with that energy. Pay attention to our bodies. Remember to drink water. Remember to sleep. Remember to eat healthy, but also maybe some snacks that do bring us comfort. It's about that balance. Coming down to the surface. As I'm talking, my dog is digging in the dirt right by me, and like all the fumes of that fresh dirt being turned up or coming up, that's Virgo, being with the smells of the changing seasons. The new moon is a wonderful time to go for a quiet walk and actually just feel the earth, smell, come into the senses, and allow space for insights that may come, allow space for intentions that may come, allow the dog to move on his way, allow cultivate the energy of inviting insights, but we really don't need to do a ton of work. Now, Virgo does like to have a sense of what's going on. So you might like to come, just do an impromptu to-do list. Maybe it's a to-do list for the next 6 years of your life. Maybe it's for the next 5 days of your life. There might be energy that wants to be expressed, that wants to be put down on paper so that it can be externalized. And that also, Virgo also knows anxiety, perfectionism. These are the realms of Virgo. Especially when we're entering into this new moon phase, some of that anxiety can come to the surface. So again, the practices that ground us, whether it is externalizing it into a to-do list or just being close to earth, whatever those practices are, that is a way of grounding, and it's really important. That's the self-care, right? But again, it's not to accomplish something. It's not to perform in the way that society is always telling us we need to perform, which actually impacts our mental health in negative ways most often. It's allowing what is here to be expressed and coming into connection with what is here. And this new moon is not alone. This new moon is very much present with the energy that was stirred up by the North Node Uranus conjunction, because Venus is squaring Uranus. And also it's in a wide, the nodes are still part of that. They're still talking with Venus. Venus is opposite Saturn. There's a lot of energy. There's a little bit of fire coming from Venus. We have that double earth energy coming from Taurus and from this Virgo new moon. Taurus is where Uranus is. And Uranus is still the energy that changes things up. So this could actually be a really wonderful time. Venus is emphasizing the need for self-care, the need for nurture, the need for being with what we value. Venus is still in Leo. She's pretty close to Ceres. Ceres is the grandmother energy of being with what we need. I'm sorry for the dog. Virgo, 6th house, animals. They're in my 6th house, that's for sure. And so the Ceres energy, she is the mother, she is the earth mother, but she is not just a smiling, loving butterfly's earth mother. She's the earth mother that rages when her daughter is stolen from her. This is the myth of Persephone, right? So with Ceres, we really tap into this deeply rooted energy, especially at a Virgo new moon when Ceres is being activated by Venus close to her. They're in a fire sign, but that earth energy could be coming up. So there might be a need to move that. And Uranus is in the mix. So allowing the unconventional to come forth. Maybe we shut the door to what society is telling us we're supposed to be doing around the new moon, which is right now as I'm making this energy 2 days before the actual new moon, and we just be with ourselves. And being with ourselves is how we connect. This is the difference. We are not alone when we're with ourselves in these embodied ways that astrology supports us developing relationship with. We are not alone. We are connected to that which is always with us. And if you have animals, they will come into the mix too. So these are just some thoughts on this Virgo new moon. I hope this finds you doing well. Please subscribe to this channel if you want more updates from me, and it helps me get my Madrona Pulse teachings out as I am slowly adding content to this. And be well.